Okay. Hi, guys. All right. I'm super excited to be doing this Zoom for you tonight with Nikole. We are going to go over all things distributor, and I'm really excited to kind of give you guys the nitty gritty, all the details, the conversation and everything, because I feel like it's really important. I feel like people really overcomplicate signing distributors, and we want to be able to help you with that. Okay. I hate getting on Zooms where they kind of tell you their systems, but they don't give them to you. So we are going to give you the systems. Okay. So the first thing I want to go over is, if you have been in the business for a while, doesn't matter if you're brand new or if you've been in for 3 years, if you've signed your first loyal customers and got your shopping spree and you're on to the point where you're like, okay, I need to, now the next step is to go Ruby, to sign distributors, to help other people that want to do this with you. The first step is Ruby. Okay, so for some of you, you may not know what that is. For some of you, you may already be Ruby or beyond, but I want to talk about that real quick. So Ruby, guys, is simply a rank in the company where you have 3 other distributors underneath you that are making money with you. In order to be Ruby structured, you have to have 3 distributors underneath you. In order to go Ruby and be the rank of Ruby or the position of Ruby, each one of those distributors need to have 400 in group volume underneath them. So you might want to write that down. There is you, and there are 3 people that want to make money with you. Each one of those 3 people need to be at 400 in group volume. I'll tell you what that means in a second. And your entire organization, so put above your head, 2,000 in group volume. Okay. So what that means is a combination of what your distributors sign up as loyal customers and what you sign as loyal customers contribute to that 2,000 in group volume. So that doesn't mean that if you have 3 distributors underneath you, they only can be at 400. We obviously want people's paychecks to be growing and always helping loyal customers. So this person could be at 600, this person could be at 1,000, and this person could be at 450. Okay. We don't stop, because those people are going to be doing the same thing we're doing, which is signing distributors. And whatever those distributors do as far as signing up loyal customers contribute to that whole 2,000. Okay, so I don't want that to overwhelm you, but I want you to know that if you've never been to Ruby, Ruby is going to be your next goal, which means you're going to need to sign up distributors that want to make money with you, okay? And you're not trying to get distributors, even though we say things like that. Like, I want you to really think about why you started this business, okay? I started this business for a completely different reason than why I do it now. Your why is going to evolve. You have to have vision, and you have to be able to cast that through your posts, through your stories, through conversation with people, because if you don't know where you're going, nobody wants to join somebody that's like lost, okay? That'd be like getting on a plane and you're like, where's the pilot? And they're like, yeah, we're just gonna let it fly somewhere. No one wants to get on that flight, okay? You wanna get on the flight where you know where you're going, okay? So people are going to follow you and be interested in you, whether you feel like you have a story or not. It's important, okay? Some of you are like, I haven't even made $500 with this. I haven't even made $100 with this. I haven't made the money that some of these top earners have made. That doesn't matter. You're going to start off with, if you've never made money, you're going to start off with what you're doing this for, what it's going to do for you. You have to cast the vision. And in order for that to happen, you have to actually know why you're doing this. So if you haven't, you're going to want to make sure that you write down like why you're doing this. You have to know that, okay? So maybe here's a good little task to do. Write down the top 10 reasons why you're doing this. And it may take you, that may be super easy for you, or that may be really complicated, but let me give you some examples. Maybe it's to put groceries on the table. Maybe it's to fill up your gas tank. Maybe it's to pay off debt. Maybe it's to save for a vacation for your family. Maybe it's to buy a new home. Maybe it's to get your hair and nails done. Maybe it's to donate to your favorite charity. Think about why you need the money, why you started. It doesn't always have to be money-based either, okay? It could be for the friendships. It could be for the freedom. It could be to quit your job. Maybe you just need the extra money to not stop fighting with your spouse. Like, you don't have to blast the negativity on Facebook, but you really have to dig deep, guys, and think about why you're doing this, because your posts are going to reflect that, okay? And people are going to join you based on that. So let's talk about how we can attract distributors, okay? There are multiple different ways to attract distributors to you. You have to remember, unless you're doing this face-to-face, which none of us are really doing right now because of this quarantine, okay? Social media is how we do this business. So that means that your social media page is your open for business sign. And if you are not sharing this opportunity on your page every single day, if you are not being loud and proud about what you're doing, no one's going to know you're doing this. Okay, you're not being obnoxious by talking about this every day. This is a gift you're offering to people. So I'm gonna have Nikole jump on here in a second, and she's gonna talk to you about how like a daily lifestyle or opportunity business post every single evening is very important. She's gonna give you some tips on that. And she's gonna talk about how also adding it to your stories is an extremely important thing to do every single day. Now, I want to talk first about live video. If you are comfortable enough going live and talking about what you do, every live video you do on your page does not have to be 45 minutes long. It doesn't even have to be about your business. It could just be showing your life. It could be showing your kids, your dog. It's about letting people into your world and letting them see what you're doing and learning your personality, because people are going to join you before they join a business. They have to like you, okay? So that's why we share things in our stories. Going live is a great way to attract distributors because they get to learn about it. So I'm saying you can go live and just talk about your business or this opportunity. You can talk about what it's doing for you. Keep it 5 minutes, 10 minutes or less, okay? The other way that we attract distributors is when we're talking to potential loyal customers, we always give them that 1, 2, 3 option when it comes to the pricing. Option 3 is always giving them the option to join this business. So if anybody ever says option 3, you're going to go right into the distributor conversation that we're going to talk to you about next, okay? The other way to attract distributors by host to post. If you have daily people posting for you, you're going to see, if you're in our chat, you're going to see how twice a week we're going to give our daily posters a DT post to post for us. So if you have 5 people posting for you daily, twice a week, they're going to throw out a DT post on their page and attract all their people. If you have 50 plus people like Nikole has posting for her daily, she's going to have a lot of people posting a DT post, and that's reaching a lot of different networks. That's why it's important to have daily posters and do those post to post on steroids if you can, because it's really going to give more people an option to see that this opportunity is out there, okay? You can also just do, if you wanted to, you could do half asks every day and just decide, I'm going to have 3 people every day do a DT post for me. They have over 1,000 friends, give them a DT post to me. They're going to be hit or miss. So you can't get like worked up over who comments on what post, because it's the algorithm of Facebook and it's their network. Okay. So again, do the work without the emotion, just do the things consistently. Nikole, I'm going to unmute you and I'm going to have you go over the posting and the stories for distributors, and I'll mute myself.
Ready? Okay. So posting, you should be posting once a day on your Facebook page. I think it's best to do it in the evening because most moms, women were, once the kids are in bed or you're done working, making dinner, you're sitting on the couch, you're scrolling through Facebook. And it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. I'll give you an example too. Like tonight I gave you guys a post, and it's just super simple like this. Looking for some friends who want a part-time or full-time income, $500 at 2,000 plus. Drop an emoji for details and let's chat. That's it. You can put it on a colored background. You can do a cute picture of a cell phone. You can do a picture of you. That's it. And my goal is to do it between 8 and 9 p.m. every night. And that's how I sign all my distributors, to be honest. I mean, people drop emojis and you just send them the DT script, which we'll go over with you guys. But it's super simple. And then another way to attract distributors is to post on your story. Find slides. You can make your own slides using the Over app, which is a whole nother thing we can go over with you guys later. But just make slides. Who wants to make an extra $500 a month? Who's looking for part-time income? Good examples. If you scroll through my page every day, I post at least one like full business slide. Like today, I think I have 8 slides on there. But some days it could just be 3. It'll say, swipe up for more information, or I'll have it on the poll. Yes, I want more information. Also, like what Stephanie mentioned in my bio, it'll say, fill out the influencer application, which we'll get to. But those are just easy ways to attract distributors. Also, if you see someone on your story, look at your DT story, you can actually message them and say, hey, Lisa, thanks for the love on my story. Were you just scrolling through, or did you want more information on making extra money? Super simple. They're either going to ignore you, say no thank you, or they'll say, yeah, why not? And I do the same exact thing with DT posts. Somebody likes it. Hey, Lisa, thanks for the love on my distributor posts, or not my distributor posts, but like I'm making extra money. Would you like more information? Super simple. They're going to ignore you. They're going to say yes, or they're going to say no, thank you. Did I hit on everything, Stephanie? Story, post?
You did, yes.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to put some names in the chat right now, guys.
Yeah.
People I put in there: Jade Hooper, Jackie Deering, Ashley Mayfield, Noelle Cruz, Brooke Phillips, Morgan Martin, Cheyenne Knox, Jocelyn Yates, Kelsey Thornton. Those are some good people that are really good at, and obviously you can look at my page, Autumn's page, Nicole's page, but those are some people kind of outside of us, our team, that you can go look at their page and you can just scroll and for days and you can just copy, literally, like you'll hear us say copy the right cat. So there is nothing wrong with going to their page, finding a lifestyle or distributor or business post that you like, copy it, put it into your notes, and just copying them and throwing them into your notes. Then when you want to make one each night, you can go back to your notes, grab one, change it around to make it fit your lifestyle, fit you, your world. Like if you don't have dogs, don't talk about the dogs if they're talking about dogs. If you don't have kids, you don't have to talk about that. Grab things that when you read them, you relate to it. So you may need to find the leader that you relate to and grab those lifestyle posts or business posts, save them to your notes and change them around until you get more comfortable making your own. I want you guys to know, nobody really starts this business and they're like, I am awesome at writing these posts. Because what you're doing is telling a story. And some of you are not comfortable yet sharing your story in depth. So this is going to help you be able to be like, oh, I never thought about talking about it this way. You're going to see how different people word things, okay? So that's what I would do with that. Okay, let me go into distributor conversation. Okay, so let me bring up my notes here. So if somebody comments on a DT app, if somebody votes on a poll, if somebody comments under my lifestyle post, whatever it is, okay? This is literally the first message I'm gonna put in the chat that I send them. All right, let me get to the chat here. It literally just says, hey girl, I see you were interested in making some extra income. I'm so excited to get you some information. Would you say that you're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Pinterest, and or TikTok 60 minutes or more a day? Okay, most people are gonna come back to you and they're gonna be like, yeah, way more than that. Because a lot of people, if they're even paying attention, they're on it all day long, okay? Now, if somebody comes back to you and says something like, no, not really, I'm never on social media. If it wasn't quarantine time, guys, I would tell you that you could absolutely be like, okay, well, you're just gonna have to do this face-to-face. But honestly, that's not an option right now, okay? So most people are going to say yes. Now, the very next thing I'm gonna send, I'm gonna read to you. It's gonna sound long, and it is a little bit longer, okay? Typically, we would tell you not to word vomit on people, but this is something I got from a top leader. It's worked for me for a very long time, so I keep using it, okay? Now you're gonna have to change, and again, we're gonna put these in the chat, but I just want you to see them. So the next thing I would send if they say yes is, okay, yay. So what we do exactly as distributors is market for It Works Global. We're a health, wellness, and beauty company. We have over 50 plant-based products, and they are so amazing. I'm obsessed. We basically get paid to use the products, share them as an influencer, and help others. Instead of the company paying for commercials or ads, they pay us to be the face of the company, kind of like LeBron James and Serena Williams does for Nike. So we just show others how awesome they are, and we make commission off of the items sold from our personal website once they get started. Once you sign up, I get to teach you how to build your business from anywhere, from the palm of your hand. And then this is the part that I made specifically about me, so you can take the end of it and just literally replace it with your own little 2-sentence blurb. Mine says, this retired me from my full-time dental hygiene job at 31 years old. over 4 years ago, and I've made over $100,000 from my phone. Does this sound like something that you would like more details on? 99% of people are going to say yes. Understand there will be 1% that will come back and say, this doesn't sound like it's for me. If somebody does that, you just simply say, okay, that's totally fine. Would you like a free entry into our giveaway for the month? And you turn it into a host-to-post, guys. And I am bold enough I give them a DT hat. You don't want to be my distributor? That's fine. But you're going to post about being a distributor, and then I'm going to sign up all your friends, and then eventually you're going to wish you did it. Sign it up. I always give them a DT hat. Always. Because you've planted the seed. Then they may have 20 people comment. They may have nobody comment on the DT hat. But if one person comments in the back of their head, they're like, huh. Okay. So give them a DT hat. But if they say they want more details, then what I send them, and I can't put it in here because it won't work. It's a link. But the next thing I send them is, okay, great. Fill out this influencer application and let me know once you're done. And I send that little sentence with my link for the influencer application. And I've already wrote their name down in my calendar because I'm talking to them. And then I wait. I don't stalk them. Hey, did you fill that out? I'm not up their butt. Literally, if they don't get back to me, you'll notice the people that come back in 10 minutes and say, I did it. Those are the people you know that are really serious. You will have people that will never fill it out. And you'll have people that will fill it out maybe that night or the next day. They forget to tell you, whatever. Once you have this influencer app, you will get a notification like in your Gmail that you have one. But to be honest with you, I don't like stalk that. I want to know that they filled it out. I want them to come to me. The reason I want them to come back and say I filled that out is because people who are hungry to make money, it shouldn't be hard for them to come back and say, hey, I filled out an application. That's kind of like you filling out an application to Victoria's Secret and calling in and saying, hey, did you get my application? Because I wanted to make money and I was serious about it. So did you get that? That's with them coming back and saying, hey, I filled it out. Okay. We'll go over that application in a little bit. Jumping ahead, they fill out the application. It takes me honestly less than 3 minutes, guys, to go to my little app, my Gmail. I click on it. I find where they answered the questions. I see how they answered them. Some of them are very basic and some go into detail. I will give you an example of one, okay, as an example of what somebody said so that you know how I'm responding. So this person said their name. Hold on. This person said their name, their phone number, that they're over 18. They answered if they're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. They told me they're from the United States. This is the part where they kind of get in and they'll either be very detailed or they'll be very brief. She said, 22 years old, not married, no kids yet, and I'm not currently working. And it says, how much time can you dedicate to this? She said 40 hours. Okay, now most people are their 9-to-5 job mentality, right? When I did hygiene, I showed up at a certain time and I went home. This business, as you know, is not like that. We fit it in as we go. So someone's going to normally say 10 hours, 5 hours, 40 hours, full time. I don't really care what their answers are yet, okay? So she said 40 hours and she said she wants to make $2,000 a month. So the next message I'm going to send her is this, and I'm going to, actually, I think I'll just go to that conversation and let me just grab exactly what I sent to her. That way it actually, because she was very brief. Where's it at? So the next message I sent to her was, okay, now obviously if I can relate more to her or she gave me more information, I can say more, but my message was literally this simple. She came back and said, I did it. And I said, okay, I said, okay, great. So I received it and looked it over. I see you have lots of time, like so many others right now, to grow a business and make some money from your home. The next step is to add you into our Money Moves group and have you watch 3 short videos. Do you have 10 minutes to do that right now? The reason I asked them, I'll put that in there now. The reason I asked them if they have time to do that now is because it's just like when you're signing up a loyal customer. If you just send over your website without them saying they're ready to do it right now, they will not do it right now. It's urgency, guys, because people just they're very wishy-washy in general, okay? Especially right now, we're all very distracted. So I asked them, Do you have time to do that right now? So that message, again, I'll put like a generic kind of message in the chat where you are very clear about where you insert the blurb about their information. But as soon as they say yes, they can watch the 10-minute videos. Let me screen share this real quick. So I don't know if you guys know this, but we have a group page. Hold on, I got all these things down here. We have a group page. Oh my gosh. I have so many things. I don't know if I can get them off my page without them jumping up here. Okay, so it's called Money Moves, guys. We've created this page a while ago, and there are 3 videos in it. This is the first video. It's, as you can see it playing, it says, what could this business do for you? It looks like it's about 4 minutes long. And basically it is a combination of a bunch of people on our team, on Autumn's team, saying what this business has done for them. So it's basically like a bunch of testimonies, okay? The second video is 2 minutes long, and it's Autumn talking a little bit more about what we do. And then the last video is 6 minutes long, and it's me talking about frequently asked questions. I am going over, let me stop screen sharing. I am going over when somebody says they don't know if they have time for this. I am going over that it's $99 normally unless there's a promo. I am going over what if I don't have family and friends support me? I am going over what if I've never done a business like this? I am literally going over every excuse, everything that they can try to talk themselves out of in that last video. So when they say they have time to watch that 10-minute video or the 10 minutes of videos or whatever, I will say, okay, great. I'm going to add you into the group and I'm going to tag you in all 3 videos. As soon as you're done, let me know. Okay? So then I literally go into Money Moves. I add them in. Once in a while, it'll not let you add them. I don't know why. If that ever happens, you just have to copy the group link and you have to just send it to them through Messenger, let them add themselves, and then let us know we can approve them. And then you just have to tag them. And I literally just say, tag so-and-so, or like, you know, Nikole Harrington, start here with video 1. Then I go to the second video and I say, Nikole Harrington, video 2. Nikole Harrington, this is the last video. As soon as you watch this, message me. Now, if they're to the video part, I probably will touch base with them within an hour if they were supposed to watch them. And I'll say, if they haven't gotten back to me yet, I will say, hey, Nikole, what was your favorite part of the videos and what questions can I answer for you? If I, for some reason, forget to follow up with them that night, I will ask that question the next day, okay? If they come back and they're like, now remember, I've already mentioned the price to them at this point, so they know it's $99 if they watch those videos. The very next thing I say to them, if they say that they don't have questions or whatever, I say, okay, great. So it's super simple to get your business started. Wait, where's it at? Hold on. I lost it. Great. So to get your business started, all you have to do is order your business starter kit. You get your own personalized website, me as your mentor, as well as $200 in free products. Now, obviously that, because they're getting 10 sample skinny brew that they can sell for $20 a piece, that's why I said 200 in free product. That will change if we have things that shift around with the company, okay? So it says you will get your own personalized website, me as your mentor, as well as $200 in free product. You're also qualified for $150 shopping spree, $50 cash, and a $15,000 bonus that we can work towards if you're interested in earning that. The basic, I said, which kit would you like to get started with? The basic $99 one or upgrade to the $249 or $589 with more product for yourself? You can either pay all at once today or we can wait till payday if that helps. Which one did you want to start with? Now, I have mixed feelings. Let me put that in there. I have mixed feelings about giving them the option to wait for payday, but let me tell you what a top earner told me. Some people will avoid you if they don't have the money right now, and it is embarrassing. If you give them the option of waiting till payday, they feel less embarrassed to say, oh, payday's Friday, I would love to do it then. Okay? If they say, I want to do it Friday, you write their name down in your calendar. You say, great, what time Friday is good to touch base with you? And then you touch base with them and get them signed up, okay? If you get to that point, I want you to come to us as leaders and say, not you, when Friday comes, okay, and you have somebody that says, yes, I'm ready, let's do it. Or if you have somebody on the spot and you've never signed DTs up before, that's when you come to us and you say, hey, I have a DT that wants to sign up right now. You're allowed to be excited if somebody tells you they're going to sign on Friday. But I also want you to understand that just because one person told you they're signing on Friday, you don't stop. Because there are people that you could have 45 people tell you they're going to sign on Friday. And 40 of those people may have bills and life come up, a friend talk in their ear, a husband be unsupportive, and you may only have 5 of them sign up. So you never stop adding to your calendar. Get excited. Say, I'm so excited for you to get started Friday. Be excited, but don't let that be the last person you talk to. Don't hold on to that one person like it's the only one in the world. There are billions of people in the world. And if somebody comes to you on Friday and says that a bill came up, they can't do it, something happened, it's fine. That's totally fine, girl. I totally understand. When will you be ready? I'll put you in my calendar and save your spot. You may have people that put it off for, hold on a second, my finger's bleeding. Okay. You may have somebody that doesn't sign up for a couple months, but you will have lots of people that do actually sign up when they say they're going to. Okay. So I know we're not doing like questions and stuff during this time, but everybody with your camera on, does that make sense? Does all of that make sense so far? Yes. Shake your head. Yeah. Thumbs up. Awesome. Cool. Great. Awesome. Okay. So, again, like I said, if you send them the influencer app and they don't come back to you, you follow up with them the next day. If they send them the videos, they get to that point, follow up in an hour, or if you forget, let's be real, we're humans, follow up the next day, because we're always following up the next day. Now, I want to go into, if somebody says to you, before I show you how to make the influencer application, I want to go into pre-selling. So if you have somebody that comes back to you when you give them, maybe they watch the videos and they say, listen, I don't have $99. I don't know what I'm going to. I have no idea. I'm not even working right now, so I don't have a payday. Or you have somebody that says, I just have so much going on that I don't know when I'm going to have the money. Then you can give them the option and say, if I could teach you how to pre-sell the skinny coffee brew samples that are going to come in your kit, would you be open to pre-selling them? That way you could then have the money to get started. Guys, if somebody is willing to pre-sell their coffee samples like Tiffany did, they're serious. Okay, like they're serious. So I'm gonna, to be honest, when Tiffany was doing it, it was a newer thing because the coffee samples just sort of started to be the thing in the kit. Cammie Pentecost did a Diamond and Above Zoom with us not too long ago and went over, Nikole and I were on it, went over an exact pre-selling kind of conversation. So I'm not gonna throw it into the chat because I kind of just took it right from what she gave us and threw it in there. I don't even really have it organized like I would love to have it yet, but I want to kind of give you the gist of it. Basically, if they say yes, okay, to pre-selling, you would say, great, I want to show you how you can literally start for free by pre-selling these samples. We're going to give you a post to put up on your social media, and everyone who comments, I will give you a message to send to them. Our goal is to sell 6 of these sample packs to pay for your kit. The reason I say that is because if you're selling them for $20 a piece, even if you get them $100, you know, after tax and everything, it's normally around, you know, $113. So I like to be safe and say 6, okay? Some people, like Cammie said, will sell 2 or 3 of them, get so excited and just throw in the rest of their money and get started, okay? Other people are going to have to wait, and that's fine. So they come back and they say yes. Basically, you give them a post that says, coffee lovers, would you consider switching out your coffee for a new one if it meant that you would feel fuller and lose 2 to 10 pounds fast? You literally give them that post to make, and then you say, when anybody comments, come back and let me know, and I will tell you what to say. I'm very clear. Do not say anything till I tell you what to say, okay? Then you tell them to make a list of people that they know that loves coffee, goes to Starbucks, goes to Dunkin' Donuts, would support them, you would invite them to a wedding, you know, like your dirt list, your chicken noodle soup list. And when I say, I don't really give them a number. I say, make that list. And as soon as you have that list, get back to me. And then as soon as they say, I have that list, this is the message that Cammie said you send out. Okay, this is all they say individually to them. Hey, so I have a huge question to ask. You like coffee, right? That's literally all they ask their people. And then when they come back and they say yes, then the message they send next is, okay, so I'd only ask if it was very important to me, but I'm in a spot where I've already decided that I'm going to start my own online business. I am pre-ordering sample packs, and I was wondering if you'd be willing to try it out and give me some feedback. It's a coffee that burns fat, boosts energy, mental focus, reduces hunger, stress, and anxiety. It helps with weight loss, and I am taking pre-orders to help me launch my business. I'm so excited, and it would really mean a lot to me. Would you be able to help me out? If they say yes, then normally someone's going to come back and say, what's the price? So they would reply, so I would send you a sample pack, 3 cups of the double caffeinated coffee for $20. I'll cover the tax and shipping for you. Would you like me to save you one? They say yes, then obviously they just get the money sent to them on PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, whatever they have, Zelle. And then once they have the money, then they can start their business. Okay. And they're not going to be able to send out those samples until they start their business. So obviously this being done in a timely manner is important, so people aren't like waiting for their samples and they're like, what's going on? Okay. And as you start this, you're going to maybe feel like you're not really comfortable with walking somebody through how to pre-sell. I would just tell you guys, if you have somebody that says they want to pre-sell, come to one of your leaders and let us help you with that. Because you'll have a lot of people that won't want to pre-sell, or they literally won't even make a list. So it's like really hard to help them if they won't make a list or they won't make a post. Okay. So if somebody's willing to do that, come to us and say, hey, Steph, hey, Nikole, hey, whatever. I have somebody that has a list and they made the post and they want to pre-sell. I need your help with the conversations, and we will literally help you with all of it. Okay. The last thing that I want to go over is how to make an influencer application. This is not my application. I got this from Jess, who got this from another leader, who got this from another leader, and it's been working. So don't break what works. I'm going to screen share. That's my face. Kind of scared me. Okay, so this is the influencer application. When they click on it, it's going to take them right into this. And guys, I will put this in the chat. You can click on it and you can literally look at it as if you're a potential distributor. I will also copy all this wording. I think it'll go into the chat. It'll look like it's a mile long, like I copy and pasted the Bible in there, okay? Because it's going to be so long in a chat. But all you have to do is literally change this part right here. The part that I have highlighted is specifically about me. So mine says, if you've come across this application, I'm sure you have a little idea of what I do. For the past 4.5 years, I've been running my business through social media. Prior to saying yes, I was an overworked, underpaid, anxious dental hygienist, missing out on so much time with my family. We were living paycheck to paycheck. My husband was working 40+ hours and traveling for more work on the weekends. We had tons of debt. We were living off government assistance, and I knew that there had to be more to life. I've been so blessed with this side hustle, that the side hustle has given me the freedom to work from home with my now 11-year-old daughter and get to spend every day with my husband. This business has literally changed our life, and now I am crazy passionate about helping others do the same. You can keep a ton of that the same if you want, but you have to make it fit you. The rest of the application you can keep because it's not specifically about me. It goes into how we're surrounded by like-minded people, how we dream big, what we're going to teach them how to do, what they're going to have to do. Then there's questions. My questions, if you don't want to use the same questions, you don't have to. But again, I took Jess's and literally copied it and made it my own. So it asks them their first and last name, their phone number, if they're 18 and over, their Facebook name, Instagram name, TikTok name. I don't really care if they have all of them, but if they do, I just kind of want to know. If they don't have Instagram or TikTok, they'll just say, I don't have one, okay? I asked them what country they're from. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Age, married, kids, are you currently working? How much time do you currently have to dedicate to working from your phone each week/month? What type of income are you looking to make with this? And how would you like more info? To be quite honest with you guys, very few people say text me. And normally if they're on Facebook, I'll still send it on Messenger. You want to text them, it's fine. I'm in my Messenger so much that I typically will throw it in there unless I see that they're kind of older, and then maybe I'll text them because that just may be how they like to communicate, okay? So I'm going to show you how you can make your own influencer application. So first of all, I'm just going to copy all this wording because that's what you can do. You can bring up my influencer application and you can literally go in here and copy this. Copy. Now you have the wording. Okay, now you're going to go into Google. You have to have a Google account. You have to have a Gmail. If you don't, just make one. And I'm going to kind of talk slower so you guys can take notes because this is the part that's important. Over here, you're going to see where my mouse is. You're going to see these like, what is that, 9 little, it looks like a Tetris square. You're going to click that. Let me move this. You're going to click that those little squares, and then you're going to scroll down where it says Docs. And you're going to click on Docs. Now it's going to take you in here, and over on the left side, you're going to see 3 little lines. And you're going to click the 3 little lines, and there's going to be a little drop-down menu that comes up, and you're going to need to click on Forms because you're going to make a form. Once you get to that, you're going to click the plus sign. You're going to click blank one, like you're creating a new one. And it's going to pop up and look just like this. So where it says unentitled, that's what it says. You're going to change that and make it whatever you want. Mine says influencer application. So you literally just click on it and you just put, well, you can spell. My husband will tell you I can't spell. Okay. You put influencer application and then see where it says form description. You click there. You literally can right click and paste, and all the wording is in there now. Half your work is done. Actually, like 3/4 of it's done. So then all you have to do is make sure you change, hi, I'm Steph, because you're not Steph, you're you. So make sure it doesn't say Steph there. Make sure you change this body of information. If you want help with that, you can ask us, we'll help you. But guys, don't overthink it. Talk about where you're going, why you're doing this. Leave all the rest of it the same, except at the bottom where it says my name's Steph at the end. Make sure you change that to your name. And then we have to add the questions. So how do you do this? So the first, and you can like keep mine up and flip back and forth, okay? So if you scroll down, see how it says first and last name? This is what I did with Jess's. I didn't memorize it. I just looked and copied. Copy the right cat. So you go back to your form and you put first and last name, okay? And it's gonna ask you, let me move this out of the way. It's gonna ask you if you wanna leave this, you can change this over here to short answer. You can make it a drop down. You can make it multiple choice. We're gonna leave it short answer because they're just giving me their name. Okay, hold on, let me fix that because it's gonna bother me. Okay, now, how do you add the next question? You hit this little plus button. When you hit this little plus button, it's gonna let you add the next one. Okay, let me go back to my thing. It is phone number. So same thing, short answer, okay? So phone number, okay? And I'm not gonna leave it as multiple choice. I'm gonna change it to short answer because I want them to leave their phone number. Then you're gonna hit the plus button again. You're gonna do the next one. So let me give you an example. Are you 18 plus? You have to give that multiple choice. So you're gonna leave it on multiple choice and you're gonna say, are you 18 plus? And the reason you have to ask that, guys, is because you don't know how old people are on your social media. So you don't wanna go through an entire conversation, try to sign somebody up and find out they're 16 years old. So right here, you just have to go in and say yes or no, okay? Now, when you do the one where it says like, tell me about yourself, I would make it paragraph. Because if somebody wants to share a lot about themselves, you want them to be able to share with you. So you could say, tell me a little bit about yourself, age, are you working now? Why do you want to do a business like this? Like you can do whatever you want, but make sure that you change this to paragraph if they're going to be leaving longer answers, okay? And you can literally just go back and forth. Facebook name, I would leave the short answer. Same thing with Instagram and TikTok, short answer. Where are you from? You have to do the multiple choice and you have to write in each country. And then when you get to the very end of it, let's just say that I'm done with this, okay? I've added in all of this, I'm done with it. At the very top, do you see where you hit up here where it says send? When you click send, it's going to actually ask you if you want to email or if you want to like, I'm afraid to do it because I'm afraid I'm going to create a whole new, another one and it's going to mess up what I'm doing. Let me try it. If I hit send right here, okay. Via email, just email it to yourself. Because what it's going to do is send you a URL link. That's what you care about, is the URL link. Okay, because my social media influencer URL, it looks like a little website. It literally, this is it right here. It looks like a little like website. So when I send it over to people, they can click right on it. All right, I'm going to stop sharing for a second. Nikole, is there anything else that we need to touch on that we didn't touch on before I stop the recording? I'm going to unmute you. There we go. Is there anything else we should talk about specifically about distributors? It's fine.
Sorry, he woke up. It is what it is. I guess just make sure you're being consistent. Make sure you're posting. Like I said, make sure you're posting a distributor post every day. If you're not, your business might as well be closed. People need to see what you're doing and that you're consistent doing it, every day, not once or twice a week when you feel like it. They want to see every day you're consistent on your page. Every day you're showing up, you're talking about the business, you're bringing it into your lifestyle. It's on your stories, but you have to be consistent. Once or twice a week when you feel like it doesn't work. I promise you, because the way I sign a lot of loyal customers, obviously through HAPs, but distributors, they're all from my posts. People just watching me. That's where 9 times out of 10 they come, is from my posts. People want to watch you. They want to see something 7 to 10 times before they decide to like the button, drop a comment, or private message you.
And some people are watching you and watching you and watching you. Like Tiffany said, she watched me for months. Because guys, let's just be real. There are a lot of people in these businesses. And just like I said, vision and people want to know that you're serious. Nobody wants to feel uneasy and scared and nervous about joining a business themselves and then join it with somebody that they're not sure if they're serious, because they want to make sure that they're going to get all the help and guidance, because everybody comes into this like, well, I don't know what I'm doing, but here we go. Okay. So you want to be that light of positivity. You want them to know that when they join this business, you take it serious. So if you're not taking your business serious, we know life happens, guys. We're not being like drill sergeants. I understand things happen, okay? But if you're working a business on social media and you're not being consistent and making your social media look pretty and attractive, if you're like, I'm just going to be really red and frank with you guys, because if you're on here, I know you want to build businesses. I know you want to be successful. If your page is full of shares, your page is full of nonsense that does no good for other people, if it's not showing your life, your kids, your dogs, your husband, your struggles in a good way, your personality, your quirks, your drinking, if you're a wine person, if you love to take baths, if you like to knit, read, if your pages are not shouting from the rooftops, this business in your life, nobody will be attracted and want to join you. Okay, I am extremely consistent with this, and so is Nikole. And we still have people that will be like, what is it that you do? Because we do it so well that all they know is that we work from our phones and that we help people. And they're like, well, what does that mean? Because we are not spamming our page with it works, this and that, because we are not it works. We are people that represent a brand, but that's not the only thing we are. Okay, so if your pages need some work, I would challenge you to go into Believe Tribe. This is my challenge for you, because if you're not signing people, you're not attracting people, if you're newer and you're just not sure, go into Believe Tribe, click on units. There is a tab in there. Write this down. I better not see, you better be writing this, not looking at me. Go into units. Unit 6 is posting on social media. There is a thing in there that says who to follow. I'm holding up my phone right now. There's like a bunch of pictures. Go click on those profiles of people If your page doesn't look like them, you're doing it wrong. It's very red, I know. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Because I want you to be successful. So some of you who are like, I don't know what's wrong. I don't want you to be them, but your page has to look pretty like them. So go flip through the 30 people, click on a picture and go, oh, let's be real, guys. It's just like we're visual, okay? You're gonna click on a picture and immediately your eye's gonna go to somebody. And you're gonna be like, ooh, her page looks pretty, or ooh, she's blonde, or ooh, she has kids, or ooh, that background looks beachy. Go to her page, stalk her, mimic her, copy the right cat, learn your craft, watch a YouTube video on what you feel like you're not good at, and please, for the love of everything holy, come to us when you are lost on something. We are not mind readers. If we're doing these Zooms and these chats for you and you're not in the chat, you're not on the Zooms, and you're not sending us screenshots and you just think that you're Billy Badass over there having 92 conversations but saying it all wrong, you're not getting anywhere. Let us help you. We are not mad about screenshots. You know what is not fun? What's not fun is for us to have to chase you down and text you or message you and be like, hey girl, how you doing? That's not fun. It's your business. And you can run it as fast or as slow as you want. But if you want to run it successfully, you have to do it consistently and you have to be good at it. And you have to be you while you're doing it. Okay? We don't want you to be me. We don't want you to be Nikole. You want to become the best version of you and just highlight your best assets. And we're not telling you to get on Facebook and be like fake. You'll see those people that you can follow being extremely real, talking about their struggles in a way where they're saying they're getting through it. Okay, they're sharing their lives on their stories. Learn it. If you're like, I don't know how to do stories, go watch a bunch of people on Instagram. Like I'm pretty sure I have on here Instagram pictures. Yep, right here. These are Facebook profiles. And then when you go into the units under 6, these are Instagram profiles. So if you're like, I don't really know how to do stories, go to Instagram people that are in that and click on their story and watch it. Go to Jade's page and just let her story roll. Go to Nikole's page, let her story roll. You're gonna see people's personalities and that's what they wanna see, okay? All right, I'm gonna stop the recording.